Welcome to Cherryblossom Yoga. I'm Robin Dinerman. This is a half-hour Hatha Yoga class for beginning and continuing students. I hope you'll join me. A few years back, I developed a little routine that helped the body move in the 6 ways that the body can move. Do you know what they are? It is forward bend, backward bend, a sideways bend on each side, and then a twist on each side. And this little series of movements which I developed, I think are a very good warm-up, and I haven't done them in Cherryblossom Yoga land for about 4 or 5 years, so I will share them with you today. Later, we're going to move down to the floor and do some table balancing. But before then, remember, if you're seated on a couch or on a chair, that's fine. Do whatever you can do. Don't force any movements. You should not experience any pain. Listen to your body. I'd just like to warm up the feet a little bit as we start, so shifting the weight back and forth, pressing the toes down, lifting them up, spreading them apart, just so you get a sense of the soles of your feet, how your weight is balanced. Now check your shoulders, because I feel mine are coming forward at this moment. So I want to stand tall, come into Tadasana, feet hip distance apart, and lengthen my spine, standing as tall as I can. Arms falling naturally alongside my body, and we are lined up in the mountain pose. Feel how strong and stable you are. Feel your energy connect with the earth, and the energy travel up your center line through the crown of your head, connecting with the sky. Take a deep breath, drawing the air in through your nostrils, pulling it down into your lungs, even imagining you can pull it into your abdomen. And then exhaling, tightening the belly muscles, forcing the air to come out, and release either through your mouth or through your nose. I'm going to begin with the feet about hip distance apart. And if you find as we're doing this movement, you want to bring your feet farther apart, I may do that as we go on. That's good too. So there's a little bit of balancing here. So we're going to bring the hands up and stretch up and lean a bit to the side. Inhale back to center and exchange, and stretching, leaning to the side. So you see my upper hand is down, palm down. You breathe in when you come up, stretch the arm, and then exhale to the side. Now watch as you do this. As you take the arm, it's natural for the shoulder to come up, so you might want to resist that lifting. And feel the stretch into the shoulders. You can pause in the pose and breathe. Try to bring the arm over your cheek or over your ear, and your gaze is straight ahead. And coming back to center, exchanging arms, lifting, maybe lowering the shoulder, leaning. And then back to center, let the arms float down. The next movement is a twist. So I'm turning right with my left knee bent. And if you're on a yoga mat or if there's a wall there, you're turning to the right. This is the edge of my yoga mat. And I'm looking to the right, arms pretty much at shoulder height, back to center, knee bends. Right knee bends, you're turning left. So if you haven't warmed up yet, this is a good way to warm up. So you're twisting just a little, you're using your ankle and knee joints. A little bit of a twist at the neck. You can feel the rib cage turning. So coming back to center, I'm going to lower, and we're going to do it a bit more slowly. So the arms are up, and you inhale. Exhaling, turning to the right, and turn your head so you're looking over the right hand. And holding, and then inhaling back to center, and twisting, and this time turning your head. So you can feel that we don't do anything that isn't a slow and easy movement. The head turning, back to center. Back to center again, and let the arms float down. Now here's your forward bend. So the arms out at T position. I go to the right leg first, left hand. My hand is reaching right about at the knee or below the knee. That's my left hand. Right hand up, and then coming up to center and folding. Little bit of a bend in your knee, right hand to left leg, left arm up. And because we're just now warming up the lower back muscles, we're not going to stretch too far, and we're going to avoid locking the knees. And back up into star. And now try it, now that you're warmed up a bit. You can bend and straighten your knees, move your toes around, lengthen your neck, and then folding forward. Maybe your hand comes down to your ankle now, or to the foot, without straining or forcing, and coming up, being aware of the movement coming up. So at that point, as I was coming up, I firmed the buttocks and came up with a straight back. Exhaling down to the other leg, and then coming up. Now you may want to try another version where you actually turn your head and look up at the hand that is upraised, but we're not going to do that today, but something for you to experiment with. So I'm going to have my feet, as I just did, a little bit more than hip distance apart, and we're going to combine all the motions, taking left wrist in the right hand, lean to the side, send energy out of your fingertips, keep your gaze straight ahead, and inhale up, exchange arms, and exhale. Right into the twist from star, twisting right, looking over the right hand, back to center, twisting left, looking over the left hand, and you'll notice one side is more open than the other. Well, at this point, I can reach down to my foot, partly because I'm warmed up a little, and partly because my feet are farther apart. And coming up to center, back into star, and release the arms. Now, if you like, because we're going to repeat this again, you can bring your feet closer together or farther apart. Coming up, take left wrist in the right hand and lean. Reach out through your fingertips. And then start to twist. And lower the arms. So, your choice. Either bring your feet closer together and see how much you've warmed up and you're able to stretch now, or it takes a little bit more focus, concentration on balance when you have your feet farther apart. So it's up to you. We'll do this sequence 3 times. Slowly lower your arms and step your feet back into hip distance apart for Tadasana. Close your eyes, pause, and notice how you feel. You might feel like your blood is circulating, your temperature's gone up a little, you can feel your heart beating. You're a little bit warmed up, a little bit looser. And then open your eyes. When we combine 2 or 3 or 4 movements into a pattern, it's called a vinyasa. I've always enjoyed doing vinyasas, and my students really enjoy it too, because if you do it over several minutes, you can go into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation where your mind is so quiet and you're focused on your breath, the position and movements of your body. It's a very good way to wake up. It's also a great way to calm down. We're going to take a little break from Cherryblossom Yoga, and we will return in just a moment.
Where did the time You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to Cherryblossom Yoga. If you're able to join me on the floor, that would be great. Otherwise, follow with the breathing. You can follow some of the arm movements, leg movements. It's always a good idea to keep moving. So we're going to go into what I call the egg pose. Many people call it child. We're coming on to our hands and knees. The feet are turned so the big toes are back together. You pull your seat toward your heels. If you notice, I don't know whether you can tell, the heels are outside of my ankles. And then drape the arms around the legs. Allow gravity to pull your head down, stretching out the back of your neck. And allow yourself to sink into this posture. And if it's not right for you, you could make a fist pillow. Let your forehead sink down. You could put a rolled towel right here above the ankles or even place one below. But remember, as usual, do not hold any posture that's not right for your body. Another way to make this comfortable, which is a good stretch, is to separate the knees, come down onto your forearms. So my knees are outside of the edges of my mat. Once again, I'll let my head hang down. Elbows under shoulders. Ankles are turned inward. Now moving your hands back in the direction of your shoulders. Press up and draw the knees together. Come up into table pose. Hands slightly in front of your shoulders. Inner elbows turned toward each other. Knees just outside the hips. And the back of your neck is lifted. So I've seen many people that go into table, the head's hanging down, but you want the back of the neck lifted and long. From here, we're going into Majari Asana, cat stretch, tucking the tailbone under, flattening the back into table. Exhaling as you arch, and inhaling as you flatten. Now bring your chin to your left shoulder. Try to bring your left hip up to the shoulder. And then back to center. Chin to right shoulder. Right hip toward the right shoulder. Now make sure you don't drop your head. I'm trying to keep my chin lifted, side to side. Now I'm going to pull back, and I've been pressing down on my hands a bit, so I want them to rest. I can make a soft fist, open and stretch the fingers, soft fist, open, move the fingers around. Remember, when you're putting weight on your hands, the fingers are spread. There's a cushion of air under your palm, and you're pressing down with the heel of your palm, your thumb, index finger and middle finger. And that helps alleviate pressure on the wrist. Now, when we're doing these table poses, we are actually helping build strength in the muscles and bone building because it's weight bearing. So I'm going to move my right knee forward and slightly to the left, bring my left foot back, so the heels should be pretty much in line with the left sit bone. And I'm pressing backward and stretching out the toes. And as I come forward, I'm trying to bring my right hip right above the knee. And we're exchanging legs. Left foot goes in a little, right foot out, toes under, and pressing. Then back to center. Now, balancing from table pose requires some alignment. So you have the hands slightly in front of the shoulders. I'm going to move my right knee in, my right foot out a little. Now, I'm not going to be on my toes. I'm going to turn the ankle so I'm on the instep. And here, my left leg is extended, back of my neck lifted. I'll bring the right arm up, press down through the right foot, and then bring up the left leg. So you are allowed to try it a second time if you fall the first. And then come down. Same thing on the left side. Left knee goes in a bit, right foot out. You can try lifting the foot first and then bringing the arm up. Well, okay, I'm a little bit more stable that way. And here I'm looking straight down and then back into place. Pull back, move the fingers around, and then come up again. Right knee in, left leg out, right arm up. So I think that's the trick, is you extend the leg first, and then you lift the arm. Left knee in a bit, right leg out, left leg, right arm. No, left arm, right leg. I always get confused. Sometimes I ask the class, which hand is this? Okay, pulling back into extended child, and then back into egg. And then coming up, and we're going to sit for a moment, and pause. Let's come down on our backs for the relaxation. You know everything we've been doing, the deep breathing, the asana postures, and the coordinated stretching. It's all designed to prepare you for this moment where you receive the benefits of your yoga class. In Shavasana, the corpse pose, your feet are hip distance apart, palms are up. On your next in-breath, squeeze your shoulder blades together, come down on your flat shoulder blades, not on the rims, and your chest will be lifted and open. Bring your attention to your nostrils Take a deep breath. Pull the air into your nose, down your throat. Close your eyes and visualize the fresh air nourishing every cell of your body. And as you exhale, allow anything negative to leave your body and mind. And hopefully you can stay like this for a period of time. And if you must get on with your day, or it's your evening, time to go to bed, bring your feet to the floor, press the floor away, roll onto your side. Use your top hand to help you return to a seated posture. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're feeling wonderful and you can carry that feeling with you into your day, into your week, and into your life. Namaste.